What's up, everybody? Welcome to this one-time podcast.
Hello!
We are fucking back. All right.
I'm feeling so much better. You know, last time we were here,
You're a little down in the dumps.
I was a little down, right? And
Yeah.
when I got home that night, I fell asleep, but the next day I woke up sick.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was sick throughout the weekend. I was sick through about Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was progressively better, but throughout the weekend, I was like bedridden the whole
That
weekend.
sucks.
And
That sucks. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired?
yeah. And then this week's been a struggle at work because I've been sick and my body's like always like just felt so tired, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd get home at like 7:00 at night. And I'll just like lay down on the couch and watch a little TV, and by like 9, I'm like out.
Really?
And I would wake up the next day.
Wow.
Like, so I just figured like my body needs to rest or something. And I've been kind of going to bed early and getting some rest so I can
That's good.
wake up like better. So I'm better now. You know,
Yeah.
I still have like remnants of it, but I'm fine. It's like a sinus infection, so
You're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna be fine.
You know, a lot of times we push ourselves, you know, even if you're not doing, say, extreme like physical work or whatever, you're just always going or always thinking or always doing. You know, I'm guilty of that. Like,
Sure.
I'm always doing. I'm always fucking thinking of something or working on something, and it's like, this shit catches up to you. Definitely
Yeah,
catches up to you.
definitely does.
Mentally and physically. You know?
I've realized in the last year, actually, last 6 months to a year, I haven't been getting that good of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for some reason, I just don't sleep much. And I don't know what the reason is. My dad says it could be stress.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like stress has been.
What do you mean you don't get good sleep? What does that entail? Like, you
I only,
wake up a lot?
yeah, I wake up a lot or wake up super early and I can't go back to sleep,
Right.
you know, and that sort of thing. So I'm back on the melatonin,
Yeah.
which I think helps, man.
Yeah, it does.
I think
It
I think it does help.
Mhm.
And I've been getting like these, like not necessarily long nights of sleep, but good sleep.
Right.
You know, where I'm
Yeah,
just
where you feel
out.
rested.
Yeah, where I'm just like out, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm not waking up in the middle of the night or anything. So, yeah, I like it.
That's
Plus, they're
cool.
like little chewy tablets, so I like chewing on them. I'm not sure if this is the best idea right now, but you know, we push ourselves.
We do. Yeah, I pushed myself a little bit too much last week. I've been working on the studio here and doing a lot of things and lifting a lot of heavy shit, and pretty sure I pulled a bunch of muscles in my back last week. And then I went to Orlando for the weekend and rode a roller coaster and did a bunch of other stuff that, you know, is not it's not good for an unfit back to be doing, let's say. And so I really aggravated, and it was bad. Like, I was concerned. Most things don't concern me very much, but like I had spine, like pain going from my spine like down into my hips, and it was just like painful to sit, and it was up in the top of my back under my shoulder blades. Like, it was a shit show. So I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and he adjusted me a little bit, but basically he's like, you just got to work on your muscles. He's like, you may have pulled something pretty bad, you know, all your muscles are super tensed up, you know. So he told
I
me,
need a massage.
yeah, massage would do me good.
There's a bunch of Asian ones around here.
Yeah. We'll ask Nettie,
Special 6-inch massage.
we'll ask Nettie for you.
Yeah, but
I've heard good things.
So he basically told me, he's like, you know, he adjusted me, and it did feel better, like kind of right away, and then later on it kind of started to feel funky again. But he told me, he's like, go home and rest. He's like, don't do anything. You know, he asked me what all the things I do, and I told him, he's like, just don't do anything. Go home, lay down, you know, and sleep it off for a little bit, you know, like just chill the hell out, you know.
It's gonna be
And it
tough.
worked.
It's gonna be
It
tough for
worked.
you to play, shuffleboard at the clubhouse.
I know.
I have
Bridge.
Bingo night's gonna be rough.
I think I have a new appreciation for that, for going home and like just
Relaxing. Yeah.
I don't necessarily like to do it, you know. Like,
Yeah, I feel like it's like a waste of time when I'm
Yeah,
just
me
sitting
too.
around doing nothing.
Me
I'm like,
too.
this is stupid. I have things to do.
yeah, but I've been doing it this past week, and I guess I'm at a point in my life where I'm like really really paying attention
Yeah,
to my body,
yeah,
you know, or at least more than I ever have.
yeah,
And so I'm realizing how it's like it regenerates, you know, it gets better and better the more rest I get and the more like,
yeah.
you know, rest is like a treat for your body. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I never fucking did that shit, you know?
Yeah, I feel like right now, like I need to start working out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, nothing crazy, but also, doing some yoga and stuff like that. You know, I have time. I have
Yoga's
time in the
good.
morning. I'm going to work it into my morning routine. Once my back feels proper again and strong again, I'm going to start some workout routines.
So-
And that'll be good. It's like I think. You have your body's a machine. You got to take care of it. It's like you take your car to the mechanic.
You can just do
Same
some simple stretches in the morning.
I
Like
stretch.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
that'll
I
help
stretch
a lot of
all
shit.
day long though. Like throughout the day. Like I told the chiropractor like how much I stretch, and he's like, "That's amazing." He's like, "That's why your spine's in great shape, because you do that all day. Like every hour, I get up and stretch and walk around."
Did he take your
know.
spine out?
Yeah, he took it out, looked at it, showed it to me.
Said it was, this
He put a
was good.
level on it, like a laser level. Said primo.
Oh, I have something to write down. Do you have the pen?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I want to. I'm working. Well, actually, Matt told me about this. Matt McGuire, the chef at his work, is doing these pre-made meals now, and I mean, he's a chef, So he's getting them, and I tried one the other day, and it was fucking delicious. It was like it's all good shit. He makes like a menu, and you could just choose how many you want of each thing or whatever, and you pick it up like twice a week, and it comes out to like $8.50 a meal or something. It's super cheap. Like I spend way more than that on food.
Right.
If I do this, A, I'll be saving money, and B, I'll be what you doing, sucker?
You'll be getting proper
I'll be getting good food.
Yeah.
Not like the highly processed shit that's at restaurants that's full of sodium and all
Right.
that shit. It's like this is like fresh food that's prepared, And so I'm gonna start doing that, and lay off the beers a good bit, lay off the sodas entirely
Hey,
if I can.
if you guys, how's the audio? Can you please give us a little feedback on the audio? We're working on with a different phone than we usually have, so we just want
It's
to
a
make
better phone. So.
Yeah, it's a better phone, so the audio should be fine, but just want to make sure that everything's good. So please let us know as soon as you can, so that we can.
I forgot to turn the AC fan down, but whatever.
It's like pointing right at it too,
Yeah.
right? Well, let us know if there's any noises.
Can we hear anything?
Is this a fitness episode? All right.
It is a fitness episode because, I used to be all about fitness, whole damn pizza in my mouth.
Oh, dick in your mouth.
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
A bit of background noise. That's.
But now I gotta. Oh yeah. All right, let me fix it. Hold that.
All right, hold on. There's an AC unit, so we're gonna
Oh yeah, right.
we're gonna go into heat mode. Just for this episode. Are you whistling? Is that better, Priscilla? So, yeah, cool. I've been also like giving a lot of thought to my strategy for health and fitness.
You're probably the healthiest and fittest of us
I
all.
don't know. I mean,
You exercise.
I haven't.
times?
I haven't in the last month or so.
Yeah.
Since I can't do what I was doing with
Working
Greg.
up to the show, you were
Yeah,
you were on it.
Working up to the last show. You were doing that shit.
The first
too.
last show, but then
And second last show too.
Right.
a couple months before the second last show,
Were you doing? You were used to do CrossFit,
I was doing.
which actually I remember you did thin down a lot, but you also hurt yourself.
yeah.
And which is basically what CrossFit does. You're gonna it'll get you in shape, but you're also gonna injure yourself.
So there's it is a high risk, high reward program kind of thing.
That is exactly what's happening, Kevin. The Jihad Parade.
So my opinion of CrossFit, it is a high risk, high reward thing, and if you haven't done it before, you're probably gonna get hurt. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
But once it's like an accelerated program to get you to learn all these things, including like proper form to lift weights and all this shit. So, but once you get it, and once you have good form, right? Mm-hmm. And once you're able to lift properly, like you'll be fine, and you'll know your limitations, and you'll know what you can do, what you shouldn't do, and what you know what I mean.
Did you learn what you shouldn't do?
Well, I learned the hard way, which is hurting myself. Thankfully, it seems like I'm all healed. But
How long was your shoulder injured?
18
a while.
months.
18 months.
18 months.
Fuck, dude.
For 18 months, like I couldn't do this
Yeah.
right here,
Wow.
without it hurting. And then around the time where I got the tennis elbow, which I'm sure you guys remember a few tennis elbow episodes. I used to sleep with like on my back and with a pillow and my arm on top of the pillow like that, because it just hurt and I had to keep it. I couldn't sleep any other way. Now it's fine. Now I'm like fucking. It's a fucking miracle. So, but
the body has a way of figuring shit out.
yeah, it's impressive. But I figured, like, if I was to jump into it again, like if I was to join another CrossFit gym, which I kind of want to do, now I know my limitations, and now I know what I shouldn't do.
So
you know what I mean?
Since you have some, I wouldn't call you an expert, but you do have some history with working out. What could you tell people would be a good place to start if they've been inactive for a long time? Like a good place to start, maybe at home, something easy to kind of just ease into the idea of working out.
Okay, so
I'll throw one out there. Since I proposed the question, I'll also answer it. What about like masturbation, right?
It only uses certain muscles.
Right, but it can use more depending on what you're doing with it. Like, what's
Yeah,
your
you can
style?
switch it up.
what's your style?
Yeah.
So that's the first question out there. What is your style of masturbation? Because you could go with something more furious.
You could do like a one-arm handstand masturbation,
Right.
and that's using a lot of studs,
So this is something
strength and coordination.
This is something that everybody does, that they enjoy doing, that they, you can turn into something that can benefit your body.
Sure,
So
I'll buy that.
I think I just had a breakthrough. I think. What if they offered like some sort of
what would you
like
call it? Like-
masturbatory fitness program?
Would you call it like Jerk Fit or something?
Sure.
What do you guys think of this?
Jerk
should be called?
Fit.
Jerk Fit.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's an untapped market. It's a perfect segue for people that are like really inactive and
Yeah.
really lazy, because those are the people that jerk off the most, probably.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
they probably don't do it furiously though.
The Fists of Fury.
No, like right when you start to get out of breath, that's when you gotta dial it up
Push it.
another notch.
You gotta
push past.
push yourself.
You gotta push past that.
Push yourself.
So,
One thing, like I'm gonna start doing is just like in the morning, just do some push-ups, some sit-ups. Do the military drill.
Dude, okay, so I'll tell you this.
do a little
our
cardio, run around the block.
I'll tell you this. Our buddy Kevin, right?
Sanchez.
We Kevin Sanchez. We've talked about him a bunch, I guess, but we've had a few conversations about him in the last few months, and about his uncanny ability to just do stuff, and somehow everything manifests with him. But anyway, I remember when we first started the band, right? Kevin was about 20 pounds over his ideal weight or whatever. And somebody told him, somebody put in his head that he should do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every day. That's it. Just do that. You'll be fine. But, and so from that day forward, he started doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups every day. And he would religiously do them every fucking day. Right?
Really?
Followed with a diet, a certain diet.
Sure. Yeah.
But
That's all it takes, man.
Yeah, but Kevin's like a pretty simple-minded guy. So if somebody told him like, do like broccoli and chicken breast or something, right? So that's what he would eat every fucking day for 10 years. You know what I mean? So like, there's no equivalence and there's no experimenting, right?
It's like, oh, that works. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll do it. So, but he did it, and it worked.
Yeah.
And it fucking worked. And he's been, to this day, he's consistent with it. And now he's added a few more things, and he's added like some weights and stuff. And up until he left, you could see the change in his body. And you could see that he was like, he's got arms now, whereas before he used to say like, I have no arms, like, and now he has like some muscle in it, and
he was just
consistent.
I have no
it's not really about the amount or how much you do it. It's just consistency.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Consistency is everything. So if responding to your question, somebody that wants to do something to get in shape, honestly, I would recommend yoga all fucking day.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't recommend anybody to go do fucking gym and work out and like any of that stuff. If you have the patience to do yoga
all fucking day.
Well,
all
I mean,
fucking day.
yoga teaches you patience, but if you have the patience to endure the routine, what do you said? The routine getting period. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you do it for like a month straight, where you can get into that routine, and if you have the patience to endure that, like, keep it up. Because
Just gotta persevere. That's all.
Yeah, just keep doing it. For me, yoga is like, I went to CrossFit, dude. CrossFit is like the complete opposite of yoga. You know, CrossFit. I mean, there is like a level of that meditation or that like.
The mindset
where you're like in the moment and you're like, this is all I have to focus on and like get through this, and that's kind of what meditation is, right? But so there is a factor of that, but CrossFit is so extreme and so fast, whereas yoga is like so slow and so so but I think yoga is very, very cool, man, because it works on so much more than just like strength, and it's like
I've
balance and
done it before, and
your
it's
mindset.
fucking hard, man.
It is very hard.
I
man.
did the what's it called, the one in the hot room.
I wouldn't do that.
I did that.
I did that too. Yeah.
I did that. And actually I did it like I did it all the way through. I made it through the whole class.
Yeah, I did a few of those
But I was
classes.
younger.
I did a few of those. Now, I did some at home. I fucking literally YouTube like beginner yoga.
Yeah.
And I did it at home. And I did it for like a week straight, dude. My body has never hurt that bad ever. Not even across, like it hurt so bad. I was so sore all over.
Can I tell you something? I
That's
looked
what it's
up.
all about. You can say
I
anything
looked
you
up
want.
one day. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look up some yoga videos. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find a fucking yoga video that suits me, whatever. Came across this one yoga person. These stools are gonna go in the garbage. It's this chick, and she's wearing like a thong, doing yoga. I'm like, this is amazing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's awesome.
I'm like, just sitting there watching. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't do any yoga that day.
Well,
Might have had a workout, but didn't do any yoga.
Jerk fit.
Jerk fit.
I did the workouts to those hot chicks, and I was just as amazing. I'm like, holy shit. But, I mean, I think yoga's legit, man. And it's hard, and I mean, actually, during the hot yoga, I didn't get as much of a workout as I did when I did it at home.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Huh.
Like, when I did it at home, I was, like, doing all this shit, and I was like, holy fuck. When I did the hot room thing, I was I was sweating, but I wasn't sore or anything. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know what that says about my instructor, Nelly.
Well, I've been running.
Yeah?
Yeah, past couple weeks.
Consistently?
I mean, not every single day, but I've been doing like 1.5 to 2 miles of like, you know,
That's
brisk
awesome.
walking mixed with some jogging.
That's
like,
what I was doing
I'll
for a while,
run
and I
until,
fell
like,
off.
until I can't anymore, and then I'll just
Yeah.
walk it off, and then I'll start running again.
I feel like running is like the worst thing to.
I like it
Yeah.
though.
I know.
I mean, if you like it, that's fine, but it's like
It's like my favorite shit.
cardio is hard, man. Cardio is really hard, and it's really.
Yeah.
I think it's really discouraging.
when I run, I have this vision of my lower leg bones, my shins, just like shattering. That's what they feel like is happening. Like it hurts when I run, you know. Like I don't know. I guess I run heavy.
I've always
I wish I could
enjoyed
be like
the
Casey
cardio.
Neistat, where I could just
Run for
10
12 miles.
you
Yeah, it's
know,
just like, oh, that was a good run. It's like I would have died.
Fuck, man, I wish I could do that.
I would have died 11 miles ago.
Every day he goes on these 10-mile runs. Every day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, he's in great shape, you know, but
Hey, I did 2. I'm almost there.
and he does like a half marathon, like or the New York City marathon. Right?
yeah.
He finishes.
Well, you know, they say a lot of running isn't really good for your fucking joints and shit,
Yeah.
your fucking knees.
Or the
It's high
shins.
impact.
Yeah, it's high impact stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know, those people can all eat shit.
I like to go to the mall.
Yeah, I actually
mornings.
drove because my neighborhood, like, I mean, there's, you know, it's kind of boring. It's just a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I wanted something a little different. So I drove over to Military and Spanish River Boulevard,
Oh, that's where my work
by
is.
where where the fucking school is.
Is there a park over there?
Yeah. So there's
The airport?
no, you know where the library is, the Spanish River Library.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind the library, there's a whole natural area back there.
Oh, nice.
Some trails and shit.
Really?
I just went over there, and actually, if you run the whole thing, it's like almost exactly 2 miles. So, you know,
Is it nice?
I mean, it's, you know,
It's a nature preserve.
yeah, it's like it's
That's
better
cool.
than running through a neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, a little nature preserve. There's a lake you can run around and shit.
You think it's something I can do during lunch?
Absolutely, if you're right over there.
I'm like right over there.
yeah, I remember where your office
It's
is.
by the airport, like right across the street.
Yeah.
Do it.
You should do that. That's cool, man.
What are
Everyday
concentration
sit-ups?
curls? Is that just like regular curls, but like you're
I don't know.
It's when you think about them. It's just when you think about them.
them.
You're not actually doing them. You're just thinking about what are curls.
Oh, you don't actually do curls, but you think about doing
Yeah, you
curls.
concentrate on the idea.
I've done that. I've done that.
Concentrate on the idea real hard.
Oh, I'm doing like curls so hard right now.
Is that a vein in my arm? Oh man, I'm doing good.
It's like psychic curls, basically. Just curls.
Oh, just curls.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, shit.
What's the drive?
I missed all the underwear banter. The drive-through. All right. Here's an issue I have. You go through the drive-through. You pay for your goods, and they give you the receipt, and then your bills, and they dump all the change on top. So
Right.
you have to go like this, so all your change doesn't just pour off the end. It's like, how fucking hard is it to give you the change first? Put the change
What about
down,
this? What about this?
lay it on top, and
What
you go,
about
thank
this? Nobody steal this because that's patent pending already. But a biodegradable, like real easy fucking like coin change receptacle that the drive-throughs can give you your shit back in. It's closed, you know, but it's like a whatever easy thin material fucking
you. I think there should be like a chute, like a luge.
that like just
It's just they just
fucking-
throw it and it goes shoom and it shoots into your car.
like maybe like a slide.
Half the time it just winds up on the floor anyways.
It's a good idea.
Or you can just hold your hand right here and go, let's have it. Ting, 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 ting. There you go.
maybe if there's like maybe if the chute is flexible and you can kind of grab it and just go grab
Maybe.
through the window.
Yeah. I went to
Things
Best
to
Buy.
work
I
on.
went to Best Buy today, and they had the Spark. The Spark is there, and the Mavic Pro, and they got like a whole quadcopter section now. I'm like, I walk by, I'm like, oh god, should I?
What
No.
do you think? Do you
Should
think?
I?
I mean,
No.
what, now
Should I?
that the Spark is out, what do you think you would go with? Do you think you would go with the Spark?
No,
Mavic still?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What did,
I
I
mean,
didn't even know what you guys were talking about.
So
Quadcopters.
drones.
Oh.
The drones,
Yeah.
yeah. They came out with a little one. There's a Spark. It's like this big. It's fucking tiny. It looks like a toy.
And apparently you
But
can
it's-
control it with hand gestures.
But it has a gimbal and shit. Like it's got some nice
Hand
features.
gestures.
yeah, you can do this and it'll go up or that.
Have you seen the movie Project Almanac?
No.
No.
Okay, so it was on last night. Do you like time travel movies?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a time travel movie. I'm a sucker for those.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know, but it was on like FX last night, back to back or something. I don't know, but it's a pretty good time travel movie. It's a bunch of like high school kids, and but this kid that like the main character, he's like really smart. He's trying to go to MIT, and he has like, and this movie is like maybe 10 years old.
What is it called?
Project Almanac.
Okay.
But he has that thing. He has a quadcopter,
Okay.
and he can control it with his hand, and that's like his thing. He puts these little stickers on his fingertips, and he's like, he can control the whole fucking thing with his hand. So like, he already had that idea, and I guess maybe they came out with it in real life.
Yeah, they did.
Life imitating art.
Well, it's like the flip phones. It was totally from Star Trek.
It's true.
iPad too. That's from Star Trek.
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So I know Scott loves when I do that.
TV shows.
Change.
Yeah, TV shows. So
TV shows.
if you like time travel movies, Project Almanac, check it out.
All
It's
right.
not like it's no Back to the Future, but it's it's a fun
I
movie.
guess this ties into that.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. I recommend it.
All right.
Also watched Sinister, which is like it's a horror movie from a few years back. Ethan Hawke.
I may
Okay.
have seen that.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, horror movies are either they're either terrible or they're like,
decent.
or they're decent. And there's only like 3 of them that are amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in
concur.
the decent category. It's watchable.
I think I've seen that. I think I have. Yeah, it rings a bell.
About a family. He's a writer, and he's writing a book about this family that was all hung, and then the kid went missing.
Like,
Yeah. All of them had huge dicks. The mother, the father, so
And the donkey.
and the dog.
is there like a movie thing that he watches?
Yes.
Okay,
Watch the movie
okay,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you've
Like
seen
an old real thing?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Okay, yeah, see, I've seen it.
Okay, so speaking of horror, I watched the first episode of a show called Blood Drive. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen it? It's fucking amazing. It's like
Is it on
it's like a
Netflix?
Tarantino type. What do they call it? Like a grindhouse movie.
Okay.
Okay. It's cool as fuck. There's like a hot chick. She's driving a badass Camaro and she like pulls on the side of the road and like these dudes come up to help and she like hits one of them and like the hood's open on her car and she feeds the guy to her car. Like the engine opens up and it's like and there's moving parts inside and it just blood starts spraying out and she's covered in blood and it's amazing. Like so apparently all these cars there's no more gas so they all run on blood and so the cars like just feed on humans and then they race them and it's like this carnival kind of group of people that are all crazy and shit and there's this cop who like he's trying to stop him but then he becomes a part of it and that's just like the first episode. Like I have 2 episodes recorded. No, it's on a channel.
Oh,
It's on a channel, but there's only two so far. But fucking look it up, man. It's cool
will,
as
I
shit.
will.
It's really cool. It's called Blood Drive, and it's it's totally just so bad. It's like a grindhouse movie. You know, they're meant to be bad. There's hot chicks and crazy people, and you know, people getting their faces cut off and all kinds of shit. It's great. It's a lot of blood, like gratuitous amounts of blood. Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, and it's on like normal TV.
I'm gonna look it up.
Blood Drive.
So shows that I've watched recently, like House of Cards. I think I mentioned it on a previous show, but it's really fucking awesome.
Uh huh.
Like again, I'm not into like politics or anything, but it's really amazing. It keeps you on your toes.
Do you
like-
think that the average person that is just not into politics whatsoever would be somewhat enthralled?
Yeah,
by
because it goes beyond that. You know, I mean, it goes beyond just politics.
Okay.
It's more about like like survival of the fittest kind of thing. You know, like how fucked up do you have to be to like to want to be on the like? What are you willing to do to get to the top?
Right.
You know, like just how
cutthroat can you be?
yeah, how cutthroat can you be to get to have the power, you know? And a lot of it is eye-opening, actually. A lot of it I'm not saying it's a reflection on our government or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of the dynamics that go on there are probably true to what goes on in Washington.
Right.
And it's really kind of fucked up, actually. You know, because people make decisions that affect millions of people based on their own stance and how they're going to stand on the next elections, or you know, like it's always a compromise between what's good and how this is going to affect my future.
Yeah.
And it's like individuals that decide.
It's all just maneuvering for
it's all-
themselves.
I think that's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, it
Politics
gets
and
fucked up because there's a lot of like crime and death, and which is probably not far from the truth, but
Yeah.
we wouldn't know, you know. But it's pretty crazy, and I liked it a lot.
That's cool.
You know? I binge watched the whole thing. Plus,
Is it on Netflix?
it's on Netflix.
How many seasons are there?
5.
5.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
And dude, what's her name? I forget her name. Robin Wright.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Jenny.
so hot, dude.
Yeah.
She
Isn't that
is
Jenny?
hot. She's 50
Uh-huh.
and she's like smoking. I watch her on that show. I'm just like in love with her. I'm like, oh my
miss you,
God.
Jenny.
I miss you, Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny. But
The last season, season 7 of Shameless came out. I'm about to start watching that.
Really?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
they just posted it.
I'm on it
Yeah.
because I watched the whole thing. So somebody at work, it's so weird to say now, but
You just got a job.
somebody at work told me about this movie, and I watched it a couple nights ago, and I was so floored by it. I don't even understand how something like that is available to the general public.
Really?
What movie is this?
It's called Kung Fury.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen
Oh, okay. So you.
it. The movie's amazing.
I haven't seen it, but I want to high five.
So
JC joined. What's up, JC?
It's a 30-minute film. It's a 30-minute movie.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
It's on Netflix.
So bad, it's great.
It's on Netflix and it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Kung Fury. It's
like 80s.
like the most entertaining thing that I've seen in the past like 5 years.
It has the Hoff.
Yeah.
Hasselhoff?
Yeah.
Dude, it's incredible. Like I can't even be okay. So I can't even describe what this movie is about.
No, it defies explanation.
It defies explanation. It's amazing. But it's so great. It's so amazing.
It's scattering Chris's brain cells right now.
I was watching and I'm like, are you fucking serious right now?
You're just like, what the fuck am I watching? I can't stop looking.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. You have to watch it.
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury.
I don't. There's,
It's
you know,
fucking rad.
everyone. That's like nowadays. It's a common thing to like ask somebody. So, what are you watching? Have you seen this?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like that's more in our like
In the
social
music.
lexicon now than it's ever been, right?
Yeah.
Like, of course, you know.
It used to be music.
Yeah, actually, it probably used to be more music, but now it's like, what show are you watching?
Yeah.
You know, and everybody.
Like, I'm
talks
not
about-
watching shit right now.
But that's the
There's
thing.
nothing
is,
on.
Like, bro, like I don't
Yeah.
watch shows.
Yeah.
Hardly ever. So
Dude.
like when people start talking about that shit, I'm usually like, all right, I guess this is my cue to fucking.
I never
Yes.
okay, so I never watched the show up until about 6 months ago. That's just because I was bored and I was like, what else is there to watch? I'm like, fuck, let's give this a try. But once you get into, I mean, a lot of these shows, they get you hooked in the first episode, man. So
Yeah.
it's like, if you give them that chance to like just watch that first episode, it either gets you or it doesn't, you know? And a lot of these shows, I mean, they're big budget shows, so they'll get you.
Yeah. Well, I'll throw one out there then. I've seen a ton of episodes of Different Strokes. Have you seen this one? It's so
The Wonder Years is on Netflix.
so it's like
What's the
well, okay, so it's two black kids.
what's the synopsis?
Two black kids, they're brothers. Okay?
Okay. Like legit brothers?
Yeah, they're actual brothers.
Not
Okay.
just brothers.
So one of them has like some kind of fucking thyroid condition. He's really fucking small, but he's not like a midget.
Okay.
Something else.
Hi,
So-
buddy. How you doing, buddy?
So anyway, these two black kids get adopted by this rich white guy. And the rich white guy has a daughter. And they all move in together into the rich white guy's like super nice penthouse. And they have this lady that cleans it and shit, the maid,
Uh-huh.
and it's just like about the trials and tribulations that they go through. Like two young black kids living with a white dude. It's got like a lot of like slavery overtones to it. Quality show. Highly recommend it. Everybody that was on the show is either dead or in jail. So
Oh.
now that you know that,
Well,
you can kind of go
that's
back
a little more
and watch
enticing.
it and think about like what their lives were gonna become later, and how like in that moment they don't know, but you do. So it kind of gives you that like leg up. You know what I mean? Like I know something you don't know.
It's called
Kinda like-
leverage. Now you can start demanding
Makes you
things.
feel a little bit like a god.
Awesome.
So I'll write that down.
Yeah, sweet new show.
Different. Now it's not different strokes. It's not like DIFFERENT. It's different strokes. A lot of people don't know that. It's like that.
So it's
Different.
diff apostrophe rent.
But what that is that's the reason they say it like that is because of the black kids.
Because
Yes.
it's like
They-
slang,
It's like
right?
slang. It's like
They
right.
ebonics it.
Ebonics. It's like different strokes. Different strokes. You know what I'm saying? So I'll write that down for you guys.
All right. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
not gonna find this on Netflix. You might have to go to like
In the library.
Turner Classic Movies or something.
yeah,
Public library.
check out Nick at Night or
There you go.
TV Land.
Wow.
Anyway,
It's
Anyway,
entertaining.
this shit.
House of Cards, Kung Fury, though. Kung Fury.
Yeah.
It's
and Blood
30
Drive.
minutes of your life that you will never regret.
And
all right?
Blood Drive. Don't forget
30
that.
minutes. It's
30
a 30
minutes.
minute film. It's like exactly 30 minutes. Fuck. It's like
Did you know that Slayer's first like 5 or 6 albums are all under 30 minutes?
are they now?
All of them. None of them will go over half an hour.
most punk albums are probably under 30 minutes.
Yeah, punk songs are quick
They
and
get in
short.
and out. They get in and
Yeah.
out.
Like, I don't even.
Like the first DRI album had like 23 songs, and it was I think it was like 30 minutes long. You know.
So let's talk about for a minute about the lost art of the album.
The album.
The album.
I love albums.
And like when you listen to it from beginning to end, you know, there's not. I wouldn't say there's many albums that you can actually enjoy from beginning to end,
I have a list.
but there are
Did
many.
we do this list last week?
No, not this list.
Oh.
But there are
done it
like
before.
quite a few. Like I can think of a few that I enjoy listening from beginning to end.
Yeah.
and it's an experience.
And there's some
right?
that are meant to be listened from beginning to end.
So I listened to this.
that are an audio journey,
Yeah, there was this
if you would.
this live feed on Facebook of Steven Wilson. Steven Wilson is a singer. He's a big producer, singer for Porcupine Tree and
Oh, okay.
a couple other bands.
Not Heart.
And no,
Okay.
But,
Different Wilsons.
but he's he's British. But he's very like experienced,
Okay.
and you can hear this experience in his interview. And he talks about the experience of the album and how it's not a thing anymore.
No.
It's like it's all about a single, and it's all about like sharing that single and all this stuff. But how he still stays true to that, because like I feel like a musician will always write. I don't know if always, but musicians like myself, for example, like I wouldn't see any other way to write, except for like to have some continuity throughout your
Right.
your experience, because it's an album is a snapshot. A song is a snapshot as well, but an album, like when you're working, it's a project, and it's like this whole thing where you want the whole thing to tell a story, right?
Like Operation Mindcrime.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
well, that's
it's
like
a concept album.
Yeah.
Everything has to go together.
So maybe not that deep. Okay, so concept albums are like
Or like
that
Welcome to the
taken up
Jungle.
to
Like
yeah, Welcome to the Jungle. It's like
it's a perfect album. It's a
Yeah.
perfect rock album. All the songs are good. They stand on their own.
And there's
but you can
continuity,
listen to it front to back. I mean, not necessarily saying that they run into each other. 'Cause
No,
they don't.
You know why?
They're
Because
individual
people don't
songs.
people don't have the
Attention span anymore.
Attention span
No.
anymore. It's like it's the same thing. Like if you picked up a book and you looked at the back cover, that's like the single, right? But if you actually read the book, that's the album. So you're gonna get you'll get like a little piece of what's going on here, what this band is about, because you read the back cover. But you read the fucking book, it's gonna be an experience for you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's
Yeah.
I guess the difference. Between like a single and an album.
so why does the book experience still remain? Whereas like the album experience doesn't.
Because people are they don't have the attention span anymore. Oh, why is the album still a thing? You're saying?
No, it's not. I mean, it's not
Well, it is
really.
for-
It is for a few of us. A
Right.
few people that
people
still,
that were around when albums were a thing.
Yeah.
Those are the people that generally.
now
still
it's like
it.
so now it's like the era of the playlist, right? Now you
Yeah.
just share playlists.
I want to hear this song.
But there's no continuity to a playlist. It's like random shit.
Right.
Maybe there's
unless
like
you put a lot of
theme.
thought into it.
Sure, like
You
his, he has like great playlists,
Yes.
elaborate playlists.
But I do put a lot of thought into those playlists.
Right.
It's almost like I'm kind of building my own little album because there's a theme to it. But yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, I'm. It's probably pretty safe to say that most people don't do that.
Yeah.
Most
No,
people
I-
just like, oh, this is I like this song, I like this song, I like this song, and I'll put it in the playlist, and that's it. And it's just their favorite songs.
There's stuff out there. If it's like if you want that experience, you can get it. It's still out there. There's especially with podcasting now too. There's like this new medium of I don't know how new it is anymore, but it's a very popular medium now.
Nothing is new anymore.
But Kevin Berry he does a hip hop podcast, and it's fucking amazing. And it's mostly music. There's not a whole they talk a little bit here and there, but it's mostly music. And there's a DJ, and he cuts everything up, and it's fucking very unique. And it's like he's making his own album out of all the great music that we used to listen to growing up. The
Right.
golden era of hip hop, and if
Drake.
you like that album experience, that you're gonna get it from something like that. And it's called Take It Personal if you're looking for a good hip hop podcast.
Cool.
But yeah, they're doing that type of thing. It has that album aesthetic because like even with the playlists that I make, it's the same type of idea. It's like it's still that album idea. It's like you're taking all these different songs, whether you wrote them